I suggested to Joe that we should do a biker build-off.
You said you could build a better bike than I could.
No. I said I would like to build my own and I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
Exactly. We've got roughly a week. Probably a day extra because we're going to be helping each other on this build. So that's the time frame. We've got a little budget that we can use for parts. Everything else in the shop, from donor bikes to wheels that we have kicking around, are free for all. So we can use whatever we have in the shop. We've developed quite a collection of our own parts in the years. So it'd be cool if we get to showcase the shit that we build. We get George each for a day because George has some skills that are, let's say, complementary to our own. We can work day and night if we want to.
And well, we'll add that we can pick parts, but within reason.
Yeah, we're not going to pick like brand new engines and stuff like that. There are a couple of, we need to still be sensible about the parts that we use. Yeah, I was laid up in bed yesterday. I think Panda poisoned me a little bit. Did you poison me?
No, I did not poison Joe.
I'll catch up.
I'm confident that mine's going to be a good bike. I'm also curious about what Joe's planning because he won't tell me anything. So I'm more worried about him putting out a great idea and then I'm going to feel the pressure.
Yeah, I never looked at the guy next to me. So, yeah. That has always not just supplied us with materials like this, but has helped me with the bits that I can't do. We picked up 2 mil alley. Yeah. This is 1.5 mil. We've got some mild steel and we've got stainless steel tubing. Panda has the luminous idea to hammer himself out a gas tank because he thinks this build-off is a month, but we'll see how that goes. Panda is a gifted fabricator, so he should be fine. I think his biggest struggle is going to be time.
It's pushing it, but it just depends on what you give yourself to do. You can smarten something up because you've got stock bikes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big bike person, but I've seen the work that goes in to some of the other builds. So I still think our frame is the small part when you consider everything else.
Yeah, so I could, of course, take the easy way and use a full donor bike, but that would give a leg up to Panda. So I think I'm just going to scrap this and probably just build a full custom. You hearing me, Panda? You got me the wrong bike, yeah. I can't work with this.
So I need to get the frame prepped, and all these brackets cut off, smoothed out, and holes to the lines. It's quite a lot of work, but I've got to have it done before 4 p.m. this afternoon so I can go to powder coat. Otherwise it messes with the timings and we won't get the frames back before next week. So that needs to be done today. So that's my main goal.
Stuck in it.
All right, so I'm working with a Tinworks frame. It's a hardtail that fits a 218 rear tire, rear wheel. It's 8 up in the front. It's not out, so it's going to be quite a nice brake. This wheel is just for mock-up, but it's going to be the same dimension, so it should work with the final wheel. I've got a narrow glide front end in mind, although talking to Panda, I may go mid-glide to make it not look too skinny up the front. Panda is cracking on. He's got to cut some tabs off, weld some tabs on, and then his frame can go to powder coat. So he's nicely on track. I have no worries about Panda. He's a little worried, but I have no worries. He's doing a good job. We always think that George is a great help, but George's time is slow.
What?
Love you, George.
That's an hour. Did you see that time lapse and all that stuff? It's an hour and my valuable time. Yes.
So this is the stage where I start to grind and chop these brackets off I don't need. In the ideal world, I would like to spend 4 or 5 hours grinding it all and shaping it all, but I haven't got time, so this is going to be a little bit of a rush job, but it'll have to do. So, going to crack on.
With the wheel lined up and the chain on and the wheel in the right position, because the chain is now in the position it's going to be on in the final build. Space the fender out and cut a relief in the fender so that the chain is not going to slam up and hit the fender when it's painted, so it needs to get some clearance on top. This should be enough. I mean, I really have to push it and it's not touching the fender. Panda is still cutting away at all the tabs on his frame. He's got about 2 hours, 20 minutes to get the tabs off and get new tabs on. So he's cleaning up the frame.
First of all, it's about 2:15, so I've got an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes to go till paint. I've managed to get as much done as I can. Okay, so I've just filled one side and now I've got to flip it over and do the other side. Ah, there you go, George. That is ready.
Thank you very much. Yeah, right, we're taking the frame to Abbey Protective Coatings. They're going to blast it for us, and they'll have to heat it first, get all the powder coating off, blast it, and then they'll powder coat it, and hopefully we're going to pick it up Friday morning.
Just made a little tap, threaded it for the sissy bar. So the sissy bar has a little bush, bolt goes through here, squeezes it, and then I put a lock screw on the end. It slides through this, grabs onto this because there's a thread in this, and then we use a half nut on the inside and then we're done. So day one is almost coming to an end, not yet, but happy with progress of today. Got the frame up, got the drive line lined up, engine to transmission to belt drive, then aligned to rear wheel, exactly where it needs to be. Got the sprockets lined up as a result of that, where they need to be on both the transmission as well as on the wheel. I hope to make a few bosses tonight for the sissy bar, maybe even get some welds on the frame for the sissy bar. And then tomorrow it's off to the rest of the mounting of the fender, the oil bag, the kickstand, and the gas tank. And once all of that is done, it's off to paint in my case, because I lost a day being violently sick, so I don't have time for powder coat. Panda's frame is off to powder coat. He did a really good job getting it all done today. I don't have that luxury, but Luke from LA Coatings is going to help me out with a paint job on the frame. So glad with the progress, but still a shit ton to do. When I can't sleep, which happens frequently, I build bikes in my head. So it's the only way to calm the brain. And then it always helps to have a little picture of what you're going to make, because it makes it a little easier. So I had Hilly make me a drawing of the bike I intend to build. So I called the bike La Sombra, which means the shadow. Mostly because it's black and it wants to disappear in the shadows. I think Panda doesn't dream in abstracts like I do. I think he dreams in colors and in forms. He's an artiste, where I just need structure, and I need to know how many bolts I need, and I need to get the logistics of a build in my head. Once I've got that in my head, the rest will follow. So we've got different approaches. Actually like building with him better than I do building against him, because I think that there's a good synergy when we build bikes. Usually 1 + 1 = 3. So let's see how this separation on the build turns out.
So I have completed all my tasks I set out today to do. My frame is now at the powder coaters, being sandblasted, and I am doing the last little bits, stripping the wheels and things like that. But I'm pretty happy with what I've got done today. Although Joe is still working into the night, because he is playing a bit of catch up. I have had a head start because of his illness the last few days. So he's going to be doing a late one where I'm going to pack up and go home now. So good night, guys.